Hello. Hello, gamers. How's everybody doing? What do you mean? What do you mean the stream music is acting up? Can you elaborate on that for me? First, Fen, you're not even close, my friend. Hello, everybody. How's everybody doing today? Everyone hopped in the CTE yet? I'm guessing it's like, I guess it is middle of the day for North America, so probably not. Christine second. Yeah, close. Real close. Very happy about the optics. Awesome. That's what we wanted to hear. It's cutting out. Is the sound cutting out for anyone else? I just want to make sure it's not on my end. It's 1 a.m. in the Middle East, so you're good. All right, good for everyone else. So, my friend, I'm sorry to say that's probably on your end then. So, how is everybody doing? My name... Actually, I gotta turn my own audio down. Hold on. Can't hear myself think. Hello, everybody. My name is Father Hank. I am the community manager for Insurgency Sandstorm and New World Interactive. You've joined our... I would normally say bi-weekly developer live stream, but kind of around a release. The schedule's messed up. This is my third New World stream in 15 days. So welcome to the stream. If you want to stay up to date with our announcements, make sure to follow us on our socials. That is at Insurgency Game on Twitter, Insta, and Facebook. We also do have an official Discord. If you'd like to join that to chat with other players, that is discord.gg/Insurgency Sandstorm. You can obviously see we're here live on twitch.tv/newworld. We're also live on YouTube, Steam, and Facebook. If you're on one of those three platforms and you want to interact with us, you want to give us some feedback that I will see or any of the other devs will see in chat, please stop by on twitch.tv/newworld. Any news on console about anything? I'll just get that right off the top. I gathered a bunch of questions on the subreddit and off of the Discords. Obviously, there are a lot of console questions. I'm not ignoring those, so I will say again, as soon as we have information we can share, I promise I will share it. We want to share it just as bad as you guys want to hear it. We just have to make sure that it's the right time and everything's ready to go. So we will get there, I promise. Can I get a wink at the camera? No. Not right now. Not yet. Maybe later, bro. Maybe later. The new update is insane. Loved every single thing you added. Beautiful stuff. Thank you so much. That's what we're hoping to hear. We kind of managed to keep one of the biggest additions to 1.9 relatively secret. I mean, it had been talked about that we were working on it, but the arrival of our good friend, the toggleable optics, the time has come. They are in the game. They're in the CTE right now. We will dig into what the CTE is in a couple minutes, though. We will start off by, yeah, you guys nailed it. The shoe reveal. 1 second, I see that someone else saw a problem. Oh, the 2x to 1x OKP7 is disappearing. That is a known issue. Thank you. I could add it to the known issues list, but there are a couple little ones that aren't on there. Toggleable. We've made our own word, and it's toggleable. Am I wearing Crocs? No. Today's shoe reveal, ladies and gentlemen, will surprisingly be a pair of Nikes. Does that surprise anyone? We've got the Nike X Off-White. Oh, Vapor Max. Ooh. It's an actual subtle shoe. Look at those bubbles. Look at that. It's like walking on a cloud of air. It's like walking on air. Oh, I put Tom to sleep. Sorry, Tom. All right, we got that out of the way so we can get down to the actual game. Who wears shoes in their home? I get this every week. I do. I wear shoes in my home. I work from home, so I mean my shoes are clean. I don't go outside, so I wear them in the house. NWI secretly sponsoring Nike. I wish it was the other way around. That would be amazing. All right, so like I said, our CTE is now live. CTE is the community test environment. So it's kind of like a beta of an upcoming patch for everyone to get out there and test. Exclamation point CTE in the chat will give you more information on that. But essentially the gist of it is we have a bunch of new stuff coming in 1.9. We want everybody to be able to try it early and essentially help us test it, find any issues that we have. So we have something called the CTE, the community test environment. So that link right there in the chat should tell you how to download it properly, how to hop in, and just kind of exactly what it is. It's super helpful to us, to the dev team, when we have players play the CTE. It gives us extra feedback on, you know, where things are at. Obviously, with our team has been staring at this stuff for a very long time, so to get some fresh eyes on the new content is super valuable for us. Custom Insurgency branded shoes. See, now that would be great. We'll get there. We will get there. With the CTE, we also do have a survey that we're asking everyone who participates in the CTE to fill out. That is !survey. It's about 20 questions, should take 10 minutes or less. It just helps us gauge feedback on balance and, you know, the new map and everything in the CTE itself. So, 2x Cobra seems off center. Thank you. Perfect. Oh, Rob, you did miss the shoes. I'm sorry to say, my friend. Maybe next stream you'll catch them. You're late though. I'm sorry to say you're late. We get it out of the way because people, believe it or not, are not here to hear about my shoes. They're here to hear about some video game called Sandstorm. All right, so let's knock housekeeping out of the way. Going to be short as per usual. We're going to do our regular giveaways. So that's one of each weapon skin, one of the security cosmetic, and one of the insurgent cosmetic DLC. Today's keyword will be !CTE, I believe is what I set it up as. Yep, !CTE. So if you want to join the giveaway for those, !CTE, and you'll be entered into the giveaway automatically. I just saw a question there, sorry. How do levels work in the CTE? Would I rank up or no? You'll rank up in the CTE, but that won't carry back to the main app. So you will still kind of gain levels and you can unlock cosmetics in there, but that progress will not carry back to the main app itself. I wanted to get on top of one thing real quick. I see a lot of comments that kind of say, Father Hank, why don't you respond to every post? Father Hank, why don't you interact with all of the Steam forum threads or all the Reddit posts? There's a couple reasons for that. Number one is I just don't have enough time, sadly. There's a lot of posts. There's only one Father Hank, so I just don't have the time. The second thing is, if someone is being extremely hostile or toxic, or personally attacking me or NWI, I'm not going to engage with people like that. I don't think that helps anyone. So, you know, if you have feedback on the game, by all means. If you think a gun is terrible, please let us know. But when personal attacks are brought into it, we're just not going to engage with people like that. So if you do, you know, want a better chance of interacting with us directly, please be civil. You know, I'm a person, you're a person, so let's just interact like human beings. Moving on from that, we do still have our map contest going on. That will be going on until January 28th, 2021. Over $15,000 in prizes. Info for that is found at !map contest. I think Sandstorm needs more sand. Not with this update, my friend. That is not this update. There was a point when we internally called this Insurgency Sandstorm Operation Snowstorm, but it was a bit on the nose, so we switched it up to Cold Blood, which I think is much better. That's a good point. Snow is essentially cold sand. That's a very good point. Where are we at? Yes, so sorry, we did announce Operation Cold Blood a couple weeks ago. Last week we went into the new map Bob and the two new guns, the M110 SAS and the M1 Garand. If you want information on that, !Cold Blood will give you our new our website that we've created for Cold Blood and all the information. Can we get a good quality overhead view of Bob's firefight map so the community can make callouts? I believe that's being worked on. I remember when we did Tell, it came in between the CTE and launch, I believe. So I think that's being worked on, but I will have to let you know. Got a question. Will the next map be the inside of Citadel? We have not talked about the new map yet. You mean Operation Cold Snow didn't have a good ring to it? I don't personally like it, no. Oh, the most important thing of this whole stream is that I got my 3080. So we are now streaming off the 3080. The 3080 is doing the encoding. So if anything goes terribly wrong, we're going to blame drivers for that. And it's not my fault. It's the new graphics card that caused the problem. Yeah, 3080. I've been waiting. I got it for retail too, which is chef's kiss. I was on a back order for quite a while, but I've been saving money and biding my time. Next stream will be launch day of Operation Cold Blood, update 1.9. That will be December the 8th, which is a Tuesday, I believe, at same time, 2 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. And we will be hopping into the live game and playing with everyone. RTX 3080 Sandstorm Edition. That would, I'm trying to picture that. I don't know what that would look like, but it would be cool. We did our first Play with the Devs event. So for every CTE, we do 3 days, 1 hour on Thursday, 1 hour on the Friday, and 1 hour on the Monday, where all of the developers, the whole team, hop in and play the CTE with you. So that was today from 11 to 12 Mountain Standard Time. It will be again tomorrow, Friday, 11 to 12 Mountain Standard Time, and then the third time on Monday from 11 to 12 Mountain Standard Time. There will be Steam announcements for the other two, just like there was today for today's. 2 days before Cyberpunk? Did Cyberpunk got moved to the 10th? Oh, man. We're going to get crushed. No, I'm just kidding. I'm excited. Do we have plans to add a simple medical system? We do not currently have plans to add any sort of medic class or healing. Canted sights is something that we have looked into. It's not currently in development, though. The toggleable optics were kind of... I mean, it's similar, right? Like, you still have 2 different levels of magnification. Anime well rod, that is not a command, and it never will be. More PvP game modes when? Maybe eventually? I know, Dr. Baked, I know. I'm just joking around. That's it for housekeeping, though. Not a lot going on. We are super busy with 1.9 coming up, obviously. We have... I don't even know what the date is today, the 19th? I don't know how many days are in November. There's like 19 days or something like that until the release. Gallerhorn coming when? This is not a Destiny stream. I believe you're looking for twitch.tv/Bungie if you want to try that out. When will there be custom private servers? You can absolutely already host your own server at any time you'd like. The now following notification is behind your cam and title card. Now following notification is behind your cam. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yes, it is. Well done. There, I fixed that. Thank you very much for that. I did not notice that. AS Val buff. Last stream we did talk, excuse me, about the AS Val and a lot of people thinking it's underpowered. So I did pass that feedback on to Mikey, and we will. It's something we're discussing. So we did take that feedback on. All right, let's wrap up these giveaways here. Luke, I did put new codes in the stream document. So let's get that going. Any talk about making the M1 for other classes aside from marksman? Not currently. Not currently, no. Will there be any DLC in terms of weapon skins or uniforms? There will be, yes. Will there ever be a semi-auto shotgun? We've talked about it. Not currently in development, but who knows? Yeah, anybody who missed the very beginning, ! CTE will get you in the giveaway for some DLC codes. I'm talking too much. I'm behind my own schedule here, so we're gonna roll these right away. First giveaway will be for the Urban Digital Security Cosmetic DLC skin. First winner of Urban Warden is... I did it again. This is Urban Digital. This is the weapon skin, Urban Digital. Oh, you're still entering. I'll give 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Urban Digital goes to... Gat? Really? This guy talks trash all day, every day in the Discords. He shows up. He wins a skin. Congrats, Gat. There you go, my friend. The next one is the Desert Hex weapon skin. That goes to Vin Mobile. I'm trying to see the car in your profile picture, but it's very tiny. Is it an RX-7 or a Corvette? Also, it's possibly neither of those, but that's what it looks like in my tiny profile. It's an MR2. I was close-ish. One of the cars I named was Japanese. Okay, next one. Rogue Spec Ops Insurgent Cosmetic DLC. Ryder Rex, the original. And the final winner for the Urban Warden Security Cosmetic DLC will be that there Moisture. Streaming with Llama, I addressed at the top of the stream. We don't have any news on console today. As soon as we do, we will share it. I promise. I promise. So that's that for the giveaways. That's the wrong document, Aaron. That's not what you want to see. Where are we at? Ba-ba-da-ba. Yes. Okay, so 1.8.1 was released 2 days ago. Yeah, 1.8.1 was released 2 days ago. We went over the features a bit. It's a lot of bug fixes. There's some little things like now if you look at your tactical map, you can see when your friendlies are on the objective. We've put in some auto balance improvements, like not being auto balanced when you're alive, which I think is a major improvement right there. Can you remember what else was there? For the most part, though, not a lot of bugs. There is an issue with replays sometimes crashing the game. And there seems to be an issue with our frontline servers, so we are looking into those two things. But we will we'll get those fixed and let you know. Will I show you the new cosmetics today? I will not show you the new cosmetics today. That will be revealed in the not so distant future. I see Kitty Pan Lover got their finger stuck in the Garand. That happens. You hate to see it. So here's the thing. There's one thing, as far as weapon upgrades go, that has been requested far more than anything else since I started my job here at NWI. And that thing is underbarrel shotguns. No, I'm kidding. It's toggleable optics, obviously. And we had worked on them for 1.8, but we weren't happy with where they were. So we put them back in the oven. I worked on them for a few more months. Now we're here. And toggleable optics are coming in Operation Cold Blood on December 8th. This is huge. There are... The number of them is mammoth. I'll go through the list really quick here. We have... I'm also just gonna cut the names down a bit. 1.5 to 1 X A1 scope for the AUG, a 2.5 to 1 M1C scope for the Garand, 2X to 1X Cobra, 2X to 1X Hollow, 2X to 1X Red Dot, 2X to 1X OKP7, 2X to 1X Mars, 4 to 1 SU230, 4 to 1 SU230 bus, 4 to 1 C79, 4 to 1 M150 bus, 4 to 1 SUSAT, 1.5 to 1 CH sight for the G36, 3 to 1 CH sight for the... Oh, I read something wrong there. 6X to 3X DOS, 6X to 3X Red Ring Scope, and a 6X to 3X T-Scope. There are a lot of them. It has taken us a lot of testing, obviously, to get to this point, and all of you hopping in the CTE and testing them further will help us a lot more. Scaling up like that to have thousands of people playing helps us a lot. So please, if you have the time, hop in the CTE at any point before Monday evening. Info on that is !CTE. Hey Hank, how about that point shooting grip that was cut from 1.8? We will actually talk about that the Q&A here at the end of the stream. To people who don't know what these mean, it sounds like you're talking crazy. It absolutely does. You're very... Yes. Even when I'm reading it, I think I sound crazy. Are there any new snipers planned? There's two new sniper rifles coming with 1.9, the M110 SAS and the M1 Garand. The toggleable optics are really nice, more impressive than the new grips. Yeah, on a technical level, on an animation level, they are fantastic. Our team has done a fantastic job. All right, so I'm gonna hop in game here, and we'll actually take a look at some of them real quick. Let's see how this works. Just gotta move some things onto some monitors, and then we'll be good to go. Father, what is your favorite weapon in Sandstorm? Honestly, I use the MP7 more than anything else. Not gonna lie to you. Will the cost still stay this? The cost may change for the toggle optics between now and release of 1.9. That's one of the reasons for the CTE, is us testing it, but can't say either way yet. I'm just loading it up right now. Will we ever see an Australian voice pack? I mean, I can't concretely say no, but I can concretely say that we're not currently developing any more voice lines at the moment. MP5 most stylish SMG? I guess. All right. Let's swap over to... Oh man. What scene do I want to OBS? 1 second. This one? Hey, it worked. Yep, there are some visual bugs on the inside of the optics. 100%. Wow. Someone has a very strong comment about the MP7. Crystal Weed, we have not shown any new cosmetics. Nope. Not today. All right, let's take a look. So, where are we at here? Actually, we may as well start with our friends. Oh, don't want console. The marksman here. The Garand. Look at that beauty. Yeah, Sandstorm on ultra wide. Chef kiss again. I love it. Kind of makes it weird for streaming. Like you guys can see, we have the letterboxing at the top and bottom. But all right, so here's the OG, the M1 Garand. It's a beauty. You know what? Best way is actually probably just to hop into range here. You're not gonna get a very good look at it from just in the loadout menu. 3940 by 1080. This is 3440 by 1440. This is some 1440p 21 by 9. You know what's hilarious is I don't actually know how to change to the day range. Can anyone in chat? Yeah, I did put it on night. Justin, someone tell me how to switch this to the day range, please. Oh, I selected it? Oh my goodness. Oh my god. Well, that's great. Perfect, there you go. Classic Hank. Can't believe I missed it. See, now I'm all nervous and I'm screwing things up. Oh, I see. That's nice, that works well, it's intuitive. Boomer alert, right? Well, that's just embarrassing. You hate to see it. Yeah, but you can blame me like I'm the community manager, Justin. I should know these things. I just missed it. All right. Where are we at, homies? Are we right? We're a rifleman at the Mo. We're not. You can tell I spend a lot of time in the range, eh? All right, so the 2.5 to 1x M1C scope. So this is Garand specific. All right, let's miss some shots. All right, so there's the 2x, and then you look down the irons for the 1x. Stuff like this is, I love this stuff. Oh, there's probably like no game audio, is there? It's probably very quiet. Okay, I gotta fix that because we're not gonna hear the ping if it's this quiet, are we? I have it turned down on my Windows volume here from testing this morning. There we go. All right, can we hear the gun, or is it still too quiet? The main Garand scope is perfect. It's a beaut. It's a real beaut. So that's obviously very nice, but I mean, we're missing on some pretty cool animations using something like that. Where is my friend the SAS? So other new weapon that we're bringing in, Cold Blood, Operation Cold Blood, is the M110 SAS. So I'm a 2x 1x kind of guy myself. Because I'm not great at long range because I'm old and my aim is terrible. Still kind of quiet. Sorry, one sec. I'll adjust that for you. Let's turn down the music. Turn up game. All right. How's that? That looks better. That might actually be too loud now. Anyways, so I'm a 2x 1x kind of guy. As you can see, we're just looking down the regular. That's good. Oh, perfect. The regular optic here, but then, yeah, let's put a magnifier in front of that, and then we have a 2x, and it's a beauty. So there are a lot of these to hop in to the CTE and test. I'm obviously not going to show them all right now because there's a lot, and they're not super fun for me to just show you. So I can show you a few. Like here's one of the 4 to 1s. Wait. My keybinds are different in the CTE. Mr. Brightside, the champ. Can you show the? Yes, I can show that. You want the? Did you say you want the 2x? No, you wanted this one. We got that on. All right, so there's the regular. Beautiful little Brightside animation. Boom. Oh.
Okay, let's do it.
Yeah, I knew that. I knew that. That's fine. It's fine. There we go. I was thinking that 4x. It's like, that doesn't look zoomed correctly. I wonder if there's a bug. Don't want to show bugs on stream. I'd rather embarrass myself than show a bug on stream, though. The Garen thumb reload is great. Yeah, let's change the topic. So here's the 4x. We're going to swap that out, and we're going to look through the irons right on top of the 4x there for the 1x. You smooth. You love to see it, don't you? Oof. Well, we all got to embarrass ourselves in front of hundreds of people on stream sometimes, right? Turn on Pip. Am I gonna be able to find Pip? I don't remember where it is. It's down here, is it not? Scope setting. Pip. So there's the 1x. And we'll swap to the 4. She's a beauty. So like I said, these are all currently live on the CTE, as well as the 2 new weapons and the new map. So if you want to take a look at any of those before 1.9 actually goes live on December 8th, hop into our community test environment. It's going to be live until Monday evening. We'd love to have everyone try some of the new stuff and give us their feedback, because that's, you know, it's super important to us that we, you know, get more feedback. The background of the menu going to change? Don't know, Tom. Great job on animations and programming. Thank you very much, Tama or Tama. I will pass that on. It is a little jarring with the lower scope view underneath when you're in Pip. I would have to agree, but you can turn Pip off. Yeah, so the other thing is, of course, Bab, but I want you to all experience that for yourself, and I did reveal it on stream last week. So what we're gonna do, first I'm gonna swap back to my face, and I think it's time to get into a question and answer period with our good friend, lead game designer Michael Saruhas. So in a second here, I'm going to call Mikey on Discord, and we're going to get him in here. We have a list of questions that I gathered from the subreddit, the Discord, Steam forums, and everywhere. And we're going to answer some questions for everybody. Mikey! Here comes the love. Sight change is going to be on all scopes. Not all of them, no. So you'll still have the options of the not toggleables, and they will be cheaper. All right, Mikey, I assume you are ready to go. So I'm going to call you on Discord here, my friend. Let's ring him up. Hello? Hello? Mr. Saruhas? There we are.
Hello,
All right.
hello.
All right, you're super. Yeah, I can hear you, but I'm guessing stream can't. One moment.
Okay.
That should be good right there. Can everybody hear our good friend, lead game designer Michael Saruhas? We're gonna swap
Hi,
over to see
everybody.
his
Can
beautiful
you hear and
face.
see me? I'm waving my. What's up?
Oh, you're not full screened on Discord because I'm an idiot today. There you go.
You're not an idiot ever.
Aw,
Idiocy
thank you,
isn't
Mikey.
something that you lapse into. It's a permanent thing.
Well, okay. If it's a permanent state, then we'll talk about that later. Welcome to stream, Mikey. Nice to have you back again, my friend. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty well. Hi,
Good, man,
how
good.
are you? And
I'm
hi
good.
to the chat. How are you too? Good. I'm glad you're good.
Yeah, I mean, screwing up resupplying in front of hundreds of people is always fun on stream, but I mean, it's got to happen sooner or later, right?
How'd you screw up resupplying?
Well, I was changing optics and I was too far away from the box, so I thought, oh, I'm using the 4x. I'm thinking this doesn't look like four times zoom right now, but I'm not going to say anything like that because maybe it's just a bug. But no, it's just because I can't properly resupply. So you know, it happens.
That sounds like the fault of the designers. It
Oh,
should have been more
I'm not-
intuitive to you.
No, I'm not putting that on you. That's definitely a Father Hank screw up.
Nah, it's okay. Somebody highlights their message, Mikey with the black shirt. Is this my normal shirt? I forget. I try to like change it up. You know.
Yeah, I don't know what you normally wear. I mean, I wear the same shirt every time, obviously, but does he normally wear a black shirt, chat?
I thought I did burgundy last time. I got a nice burgundy shirt, a good white sweatshirt.
You know what? I think you're right.
I used to have a gray sweatshirt that reminded me of BJ Blazkowicz, you know, without all the muscles, and I liked wearing that one. But,
yeah, that's what we need to get back to, is that one for sure. Are you super excited about your second winter here in Calgary?
It's you know what? I think I am. Like, obviously, it's really cold. And
Yes.
it sucks sometimes,
Yes.
but the novelty of it is cool. The snow looks nice.
Right. Okay.
And I I have a bike, so I like biking through the cold, and there's a lot of really nice bike trails in Calgary.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, I've never really thought about that, because winter biking, to someone who's from here, is just I would never do that. I'm glad you enjoy it, but that's lunacy to me.
Well, I think I'll try. I think I'm going to see how it goes, because I don't know. I like the idea of exploring the snowy.
Right. Yeah, that's fair.
It's a very frontier vibe here in Alberta, so I'm trying to
the
enjoy
Wild
that.
West.
A little, yeah. A wild Northwest, if you will.
Yes, very much so, very much. Are you super hyped to finally be launching 1.9 here? I think it's 19 days away now.
Hell yeah, dude!
It's getting close.
Every update I do, and I'm not just saying this. You might think it is, but I'm not. I feel like every update we're improving. We're getting more thematic.
Absolutely.
We're fixing more issues, whether they're little bugs or like feature issues.
Yep.
We're adding more long requested things. We're getting more and more content that's exciting and interesting, and it's all based on stuff that people who are watching right now said they wanted to see. Like that's the core of it, you know.
Absolutely. I think like our
first for sure,
kind of nailing down our dev cycle and like the amount of content we can create to our standard within that amount of time, and I think just kind of nailing those things down is making these releases a lot more exciting as we move forward.
Definitely, yeah. And we'll talk about some of what we mean specifically, I think, in some of these questions we're going to go over as well.
Hank, is this Millennium Falcon in the background? That is indeed the Lego Millennium Falcon you're seeing in the background. Yes.
Oh, tight. One of my buddies just got a... Oh, crap. I forget the spaceship, but it's a Star Wars ship.
Awesome.
It's not a B-Wing. It looks like a really oversized B-Wing. I don't remember.
I'm
the
not
B-Wing,
sure.
by the way, only appeared in... No, it's not the B-Wing. The B-Wing was different. That was in Rogue Squadron.
I'm sure chat will let us know. Chat has the answers for everything. Okay, flash question: M1 Garand or M110 SAS? Go.
I need to give you a nuanced answer to that. Is
that
okay?
That was the point of that. Was no nuance.
I know. Well, there is a winner. It's
okay.
the M1 Garand, but then I need to explain the nuance. All right?
Okay. Go for it.
Both are really good weapons. They're really fun. Gameplay-wise, the M110 SAS is nice because it gives a security, a high caliber alternative to, I guess counterpart, to the SVD. It's semi-auto. It's not as expensive as like a Mark 14 EBR or whatever. And thematically, it fits perfectly because people in the settings that inspired our game, they use those. They use these SASs.
Yes.
And, it looks really sweet as a weapon, and all those things. But the M1 Garand is what I choose because it's overall more interesting, and gameplay-wise, it was more interesting for us to do.
Yeah.
Like we as you saw, for people who play the CTE, it's a 2 supply point weapon. It's got a 20mm grenade launcher, which we're going to try.
Hell yeah,
it does. Got all these different kinds of optics. It's got a toggleable 2.5x to 1x M1C sniper scope.
I think that's like my favorite optic right now as well. That thing is, I love that.
It's just a line. Like the optic, it was World War II, so people were like, what do we do? Like, how about just a line right here? And they're like, fine, whatever.
Perfect.
We got to kill the fascists. So
just
let's hurry up. Like,
we don't have time for design. We have fascists to kill. Just one line, please. Right? Ship it. Yeah.
There was a lot going on that decade.
I agree.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
So I like it for all those reasons.
That's a solid answer, though. Yes, the Garand. It's the OG. It's it's such a classic gun in real life as well as in video games. So it's hard not to love it.
Exactly, and it's really nice for the Insurgents character as a faction that use old guns, and the security are too. Because keep in mind, our security forces aren't just American special forces or whatever.
Right.
It's local militia, local regulars, local special forces, and they'll use stuff like it stands to reason that you see some like grease gun, or older guns on there too. Which for the Insurgents, especially true.
I will say for anyone watching stream right now, if Mikey had to pick any one gun out of the entire game, I'm pretty sure it would often be the grease gun. Like 9 times out of 10, this man is rocking the grease gun.
I've always been boring, basic taste of like, I like the M4, I like the Mark 18.
Yeah.
But then I found the grease gun, which is, I don't know, it's a chunky ass gun.
It's great. And like in Outpost, like that low cost, like, second wave, grease gun time. Let's go. That's all you need.
Yeah, exactly. And that's true. It's cheap too, but it's high damage. Like, you just aim with it. Someone in the chat says it's so cool with the advanced suppressor. We found that advanced suppressor. There's actually like the grease gun is in service with the Philippine, I think their Marines and their Navy and their special operations groups.
Right.
Because they're like, well, we have these, so whatever. Put this huge tube on the end. There we go. Now it's a Spec Ops gun.
That's all it
That's
takes.
the advanced
The
suppressant.
sound, the sound of it's incredible. All right, we should probably get into this because I've been talking a lot and I'm behind schedule. So we're going to start with a question from, I think it was 2 streams ago. Somebody kind of sprung it on us at the end of the stream there, but it was a great question, so we did want to come back to it. And that is, what is one of the biggest failures you have had as a game designer, and kind of how did that help you move forward with game design?
Well, because there was a delay in this question, I'll give you 2.
Okay.
And I think that one of the things that I think I accept some responsibility for this, but it's also something that we learned as a team. So I think it's important to digest it from both those angles. But I definitely accept my piece in this. I'm not trying to discount that.
Yeah, for sure. We know that. We know you're not passing the buck, Mikey. You're good.
It's the first time user experience is something that I think we should have paid more attention to since the beginning of our company's history. You'll notice that we've been doing it a little more lately with post-release Sandstorm, for instance, especially with things like, we made those tutorial improvements. We made sure to have sorry, I'm losing my train of thought.
No, you're good, man.
The class unlocks.
Right.
The class unlocks is where you start the game, you only have riflemen. You're not totally overwhelmed by all these things.
So level 1 doesn't fall into being an observer or a commander,
Exactly. That's true. And also just just giving people here are the rifles. Don't go crazy with all the shotguns and the SMGs and the machine guns and the sniper rifles yet.
Right.
Get your bearings with these rifles. It's already a lot of upgrades,
Yeah.
So things like that, trying to slowly introduce people to stuff and to the tutorial, and then there's a bunch of tons of other UI improvement stuff that we've done. That's we did that. I think that we could have done a better job at. I personally also could have done a better job at, because when you work on a hardcore shooter, you sometimes you put blinders up. You don't really think about the new player. You think about the hardcore experience, your vision and everything. So that's a big thing. And then the other thing I think that's a little more for me personally is, because I said to give you 2.
Yeah, you did.
Going overboard with the customization system.
Right.
We have so many color variations, and at first you think oh, this is great. The more options, the better. But it's really overwhelming. It kind of turns people off when you see 1,000 things that you can use. And it's also, some of those colors don't look as great as they could, I think, for some of the different meshes, the different models that we use. So I think going overboard there was another one. And these lessons have been learned. You'll see we're already improving them with post-release Sandstorm. And we had the opportunity to review these things because we've been fortunate enough to keep developing Sandstorm.
For sure.
And we're gonna take these lessons and put them in there, and anything our company ever works on. Yeah,
and I think if you have a problem, being too ambitious is probably not a terrible problem to have. We can, if you shoot too high, at least we can reel that back and learn from our mistakes. But we're definitely not, it's a good fault to have, I think, if we're gonna name faults.
Yeah, I think so. I think that makes sense.
Perfect. Awesome. All right. So from the Reddit/Discord/Steam, question number 1: will the AUG ever get a bipod or a grip pod option?
Now, that's definitely something we can consider for the future. We need to make sure it works technically speaking, it fits on those things fit on the gun with the current model that we have. I actually saw this question. I already reached out to our team, and we're going to look into it. Can't say if it's going to come in 1.9, but it's something that we can look into. And I was talked to one of our weapon artists about it already. But we'll see. There's no promises there. It's got to work technically. I can tell you from a design perspective, there's no reason not to. We just can't always get everything in time. The AUG came in 1.8. We couldn't get absolutely all the upgrades for it. We have a shitload of upgrades, especially now.
Yes. There's a lot of options.
We'll talk more about that, right?
Yes, we will. All right, perfect. Number 2 then. The point shooting grip, which was brought up earlier in stream. So was the point shooting grip delayed because of technical or balancing issues?
This is a really good question, because I keep seeing this pop up, and we really want to set the record straight.
Yep.
Be very clear about the point shooting grip. Point shooting grip was a grip that it was in the 1.8 CTE back in, I guess, October, September, late September.
September already? Holy, yeah.
Okay, that's crazy.
It is.
The way it worked is you would aim with it, and you you lock your gun to the center of your screen instead of having the free aim.
Yep.
And you would, you'd use it with a laser, and you would camp the weapon, you'd tilt it. It had some technical issues, but it also had some balance issues. So we put that into the CTE, and we basically decided, all right, we don't know how we feel about this. We're going to table it. We're going to put it behind us, and we're going to think about it later. It's not delayed or canceled. It's not something that's definitely going to come or definitely not going to come. It's
kind of just
up in the air right
in
now.
the ether right now. We're not sure either way.
It's up in the who knows ether. We'll see, because technical problems, whatever, we can fix those. But balance-wise, there were some concerns there.
For sure.
And I think that's the reason why we can't give an answer right here, is because we don't want to have this one grip that's like the meta in CQB.
Yeah, absolutely.
In a game as lethal as ours, where you could just do that and have perfect aim at the center of your screen, it's risky. There's some ideas that we have on how to make it better, and if we have the time to experiment and try, maybe it can make it in a future update. Maybe we give it a solid beam that always appears whenever you aim. Maybe you can't switch between normal iron sights,
right,
or normal optics, so there's a trade-off and it's more balanced. But the main reason why it's up in this ether is because of balance concerns.
Yeah,
so
makes sense.
We'll see if we ever do it in the future, but no promises.
Yeah, no promises either way. So yeah, don't hold your breath, but also don't give up hope. Next question. Any chance of weapon skins that are not camouflage? Something like duct tape, wire repairs, or stickers, or other personalization? The camo looks great, but a lot of weapons used in these conflicts tend to look in rougher shape than the current skins.
Definitely, yes, is the answer. Definitely.
What a great idea.
In fact, you're going to see some of that in the new skins we're doing for 1.9, which we haven't revealed yet, but I can just tease and say the M110 SAS and the M1 Garand are going to have some, let's say, more like mesh work or more model work.
More personalized than
more 3D work. Trying to think of the best way to describe it.
Like more than just a paint job.
Correct. Yeah. Now there's also going to be paint coming in 1.9 for all the weapons and those weapons, but there's also going to be some model work, and it looks really cool. So you'll see about that.
So keep your eyes peeled.
So when you're saying Bigfoot stickers, please. There's a lot of flashy stuff that we could consider. You'll see a lot of Afghan weapons. They'll tape this glistening blue and green tape on the stocks and stuff.
Yeah.
Which you wouldn't expect. You might think oh, that's from a video game, but no, they dress.
It's for
people
reals.
Are tacky and gaudy sometimes.
People are tacky. Yes, it's true. It's true.
It's practical. I don't know. It actually looks kind of cool, so I shouldn't call that tacky. But other times it can be tacky. Just look at any of the Brazilian criminal firearms.
Right. Yeah. Oh, yes.
But
right.
But yeah, there's a lot of options there.
Yeah.
We could explore more of that in the future, but you can expect some model work in the next update, 1.9.
Awesome. We had some people asking. So in 1.7.1, we had an engine upgrade that introduced stutters for a lot of people. So then we had people use a launch parameter to disable something called global invalidation. And then when 1.8 came out, we pushed the disabling of no global invalidation to everyone. Some people have been asking any news on re-enabling global invalidation. It was really good for my frames and my performance back then.
It's the reason why we don't have it is because it causes instability.
Right.
So if you want to use it, you can, but use it at your own risk.
Right.
The way you do it is you use a set -enable global invalidation as a launch parameter when you boot up Steam, and you go to right-click properties, set launch options. And I assume that was Luke. Thank you, Luke, in the chat right now. Has a little guide there, so check that out.
Yeah, so if you need help with setting up a launch parameter, ! Parameter will show you how. And if you do want to re-enable it, it is -enable global invalidation. So that should if you do want it back, it's doable, but at your own risk. All right, number 5. Will we ever get frontline mode for Power Plant or Tell?
Potentially in the future, but we don't have any immediate plans for that. We're focused largely on new map content and mode support for those maps. We can only do so many modes for a map, and also just design-wise, we don't want to force modes into each level that we make. There's a reason why you can't play push on Ministry, because the map's not really made for that. So,
yeah, that makes sense. So it is something that we've considered it, right? Like you've looked at those maps, said would frontline fit, and said, oh, maybe it's not the best mode for this map, so not right now, possibly never.
It's possible we could make it work, but we decided all right, of the modes that we have and the time that we have, these are the ones that we want to do, and that didn't include frontline. The specifics of that I can't really speak more to, Maybe in the future we could find time to try and make a frontline and work on those 2 maps. Probably be pretty fun. Like I don't see it not working that well, but it's also a level design thing that we'd have to look into. But moreover, it's just a time thing.
Yeah, it pulls development time from other things, right? So
yeah, because we want to make modes for our new maps.
Yeah, absolutely. I see in chat the Aaron saying Aaron greater than Aaron. That is not true. Aaron is greater than the Aaron. But thank you for that, Aaron.
Yeah, Aaron has more letters than it, so.
Number 6, does NWI plan on developing more urban maps? I understand the game's called Sandstorm, but urban maps with more CQC battles would be welcoming, like Ministry.
No immediate plans for that, but definitely something we're looking into for the future. As everybody knows, maybe you don't, like every time we have an update to Sandstorm, it has to have a theme. We want to connect it to the theme because it's more exciting, it's more interesting. It allows us to kind of think outside of the box more and be more creative, I guess, with our game and get people excited and market the game even. Like it helps grow our community and all these things that I'm saying. So an urban map is like absolutely on the table because it fits in our setting, of course, and it fits in our game. We already have urban maps as long as it fits within one of the themes. And we could already think of a couple cool themes that would work with an urban map.
And we did just have Tell as well. Like, we've recently added an urban map, so.
Someone in the chat, hi Tom, says, I guess more of an indoor map than urban, since they mentioned Ministry.
Right.
Well, that's true. I think the same goes for whether it's indoor or urban. What I'm saying, I think, still applies. It's really just about does it fit with the theme?
Yeah.
Indoor we could do, but we do have to make sure. Ideally, I feel like, and this is just my intuition for where we're at now, it would have to work with push mode. Push is very popular. Yeah. We want to make maps that support push, so you have to make an indoor push map, which might be a challenge. Yeah. But I don't know. It's possible.
Anything's possible down the road.
It's definitely possible.
I see Dark Resistance in chat saying verticality when. If you take a look at Bob actually live in the CTE right now, there's quite a bit of verticality in our new map coming in 1.9. So definitely check that out, my friend, in the CTE. One more time for anybody who wasn't here, ! CTE in chat. We'll give you information on that if you want to hop in and try some things from Cold Blood before everybody else, the public. Question number 8. Nope. Question number 7. Any plans to give better cosmetics to the beta and alpha players since the bug hunter tattoo is just not very noticeable?
No plans as of now. Right now we're just focused, just like I was saying before, we're focusing our resources on stuff for everybody. So free content in the form of levels, weapons, cosmetics, game modes, other features, other improvements, obviously bug fixes, polish, whatever.
Of course.
And then optional paid DLC content in the form of character gear sets, weapon skin sets. That's what we're focusing our resources on right now. We don't have any plans to retroactively go back and give content to people that, of course, we appreciate what they've done on the alpha and beta. But right now we're at a stage in development where we want to give stuff to everybody.
Yep, that makes sense. That is just something that we wanted to address because it's another one of those kind of like the point shooting group questions, something we see a lot. So we just want to make sure to address it today. Number 8, I get this one a lot lately. Is Frenzy ever coming back?
Definitely, yeah. Not as a permanent mode as it was before, but definitely as a limited time playlist.
Right.
We felt like we had to make room for Outpost. We felt like Frenzy was more of an arcadey thing that would be more exciting if it came back as a limited time playlist.
Yep.
As opposed to Outpost, which feels more, on theme and appropriate.
For sure.
And is a unique mode, by the way. Frenzy is really just checkpoint with special enemies and stuff. Yeah. And by the way, like always remember, like if you want to play Frenzy, you can. All you got to do is have a community server that has the Frenzy mutator playing checkpoint security. That's it. And then it's available.
There. It's available anytime, really, if you find a server. And we did, like, I just want to add, like, we did, before we made that choice of removing Frenzy from permanent playlists, we did also check the numbers, and it was by far the least played mode. And it wasn't just like a snap decision to remove it or anything like that. Like, there was research behind making that decision.
Definitely. It was not a light decision.
No.
We have to be conscious of, does this mode fit? Like, does it have a substantial population?
Yeah.
Is it better as limited time? Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. Number 9 is super specific. Are you going to reduce the cost of the extended mag for the MP7?
No plans for that. If there's substantial feedback about it, we could absolutely consider it for sure. But as of now, we're happy with the cost. The MP7 is super deadly.
Oh, it
And
is.
there's a reason why it starts at 20 bullets. You know, it's not just a realism reason. It's also for gameplay. Gameplay is the governing thing. It's not just about what's realistic. And there's a reason why we put the price so high, because you're doubling your guns. I'm trying to think, and I don't think there's any other extended mags aside from like sniper rifles that double your magazines. And for an SMG to go from 20 to 40 is like a huge jump in effectiveness.
Yeah.
Not just in terms of like what you can do before you have to reload, but also like overall bullets on your vest, right? So no, we want to keep it as that. But if there's substantial feedback about it's too expensive, then it's something we can consider.
Makes sense. So the cost there's reasoning behind supply point costs, obviously. I see chat. I would never use the MP7 without extended mag. I personally agree. Like the MP7 is one of my go-tos. I was using it on Bob today, which I would not suggest due to the range of it. But it's still one of my favorite guns for sure. And it with that extended mag, it kicks it up a notch for sure.
Someone suggests 30 round mags for the MP7 exist. They could be middle ground. That's true, but honestly, as of now, like our philosophy is like the 40 round mag feels fine. It's just expensive. It makes the weapon more interesting, and it makes it unique too. Because as I said, like I don't think anything else. You've got the Val that goes from 20 to 30, but that's integrally suppressed, and all these other things. So yeah, it's something we could definitely change, but as of now, we're pretty happy with it.
Okay, makes sense. How about number 10 here? Do we have any plans for boosting the visibility of competitive mode?
No immediate plans for that. We will continue to promote unofficial competitive events as we've been doing, the ones that happen in the community. So please feel free to reach out to Father Hank,
please,
anybody on our team, or Father Hank probably specifically.
Yeah.
And just know that right now our resources, and I know maybe we sound like a broken record, but this is just the reality of game development and business, is we only have so many resources. And right now those resources are focused on content that's targeted at everybody's experiences,
right?
Versus co-op, community servers. That's levels and competitive, by the way. Levels, weapons, cosmetics, game modes, other features, UI improvements, polish, bug fixing, and then on the side, optional paid DLC content in the form of character gear sets, weapon skin sets, if you like them, if you want them, and if you want to support us as a team and our future projects. Yeah,
it makes sense. Like I understand, like maybe we do sound a bit like a broken record, but I think like at least since I've started NWI, we've really been trying to focus on being transparent and very honest, even if sometimes the answers aren't what everybody wants to hear. We do want to make sure that we're transparent and honest with everyone out there, because there's no point in the opposite. It would be counterproductive to everyone if we were just lying or beating around the bush. So we will continue to be honest with everyone. Number 11, would we consider...
Important note.
Yeah, please.
Kitty M apologizes. I'm very sorry. Until this moment, for some reason, I thought it was Father Hawk.
Okay, yeah.
That sounds kind of cool, dude.
Well, that's where it comes from. Like, my last name is Hawkadal, so my online name used to be The Hawk, and then someone misread it as The Hank, and then it became The Hank, and then it somehow evolved into Father Hank. But that's actually where it comes from, so you're not too far off base. Does it blow your mind, Mikey?
Origin story. Whoa, I didn't think we were gonna get that today.
Yes, I mean it's not like I'm spliced.
I'm holding my brain in. I gotta make sure nothing happens.
Okay. Number 11. Would we ever consider giving 1x or 2x optics back to the marksman class?
Great question. All these questions are great, by the way.
Fantastic.
As always. As of right now, we don't have plans for that. We still feel the marksman class should be focused on medium to long range play, unless a player really wants to commit to their iron sights. This is how we balance the class's role, its availability, and that it's limited. You can't all be marksmen on a team, and its weapons that it has available, which are high caliber and pretty deadly. So, even though that being said, however, we do acknowledge players wanted to try more close range play with marksmen, and we know we used to have it, so there's an expectation there. But moreover, because we acknowledge that people want to try this, and we're kind of okay with encouraging some CQB play, because our game is all about getting on that objective anyway, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Generally speaking, we're okay with trying. Where with these new toggleable optics we're adding, you're going to have the option, 2 new options that should satisfy what people are looking for in asking this question. The first is backup sights that are 1x on top of your optic, whether that's iron sights or like a red dot optic.
Right.
That'll be available to you for the marksman inverses. And on top of that, also we're introducing these new 3x to 6x optics for the marksman. So now it's not all about I got to go all the way 4, all the way 7. I can compress a little bit and do 3 and 6, and I can switch between the two on the fly. So
Happy middle ground there.
Yeah. Someone here says, "Holy shit, new optics! That's awesome." We should probably go over all the optics, shouldn't we?
The whole list? Oh my goodness! Oh yeah, I mean, go for it. That's our final question. If you want to go over a list, go for it, my friend.
So here are the new insurgent toggleable optics. I'm just gonna read them off because
read them
not
off
everybody
as
CTE.
fast as you can.
2x to 1x OKP7, 2x to 1x 1.
You still have to breathe, Mikey.
2x to 1x Mars, 2.5x to 1x M1C scope, M1 Garand specific, 4x to 1x M150 bus, red dot sight on top, 6x to 3x T scope. It's got like a little T reticle on it.
The letter T.
That's the T.
We got it. We got it. We get it, bud.
The new security toggleable optics for the 4x to 1x SU230 bus, red dot sight on top, a 3x to 1x CH sight bus for the G36K. It's really obscuring when you use that 1x red dot, but it's cheap. It's too small. And you can switch between the two. Then a 6x to 3x DOS scope for the M110 SAS specifically, and then a 6x to 3x red ring scope, which the reticle's got like little
red ring
circle quadrants that are red. It looks cool.
Yeah,
it's nice. Now we also added toggleable. So those are the new ones. We also added toggleable optic support to optics that existed already in the game. For the Insurgents, that's 2x Cobra is now a 2x to 1x Cobra. You can
love it.
Knock the magnifier out of the way. Same thing for the security with the holographic, the red dot, and then also we have there's a bunch of optics that have iron sights on top that you can switch to.
Yep.
Instead of like a bus sight, like a red dot, you can just use the irons on top of the SU230, the C79, the SUSAT for the L85A2, the what was previously called the ISM sight, but is now the 1.5 to 1x CH sight.
Right.
So a little magnification in there, and then less the irons, and then the same thing with the AUG A3's A1 scope. That is
the AUG one's a little cursed.
Yeah, is it broken? Is that what you're saying?
The tiny
bit. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Basically, we put a shitload of optics in the video game.
Yes. Yeah. Operate like Cold Blood is like Operation Use Your Eyes Differently update. It's crazy. For anyone who's just tuning in or missed the beginning, our community test environment is live right now to the public. So if you want to hop in and test any of this stuff before it goes live on December 8th, please do. We have a survey you can fill in. So if you want info on the CTE, it's !CTE in chat. If you need the survey link, it's !survey. But yeah, if you guys want to try the new map, either the new guns, any of the new optics before they become live on December 8th, please do. You get to try it, and it helps us with tweaking everything before launch. So it's a win-win for everybody.
If you see any bugs, report them to us, please.
Yes.
Use the
There's a bug report right in the game there.
And also, please be sure to fill out the survey. Seriously, like it's a really big deal. It's extremely helpful to us. It gives us the information we need. That means when you finally use the optic or the gun or whatever, it isn't buggy. It feels balanced. It feels effective. It feels satisfying.
Yep.
The only way we're gonna really finalize those kinds of decisions is with your feedback. So
yeah, for sure.
Please fill out the survey.
Glorious Den says, how long is the CTE online? It should be online till Monday evening Mountain Time. We don't have an exact time when we're taking it down, but it'll be sometime in the evening on Monday Mountain Standard Time.
Eric,
awesome.
Good question. Blint87 asked data reticles when. We are experimenting with this. I believe it actually made it into the CTE. So the M150 and the Red Ring, the new 3x and 6x scope, those should have illuminated reticles. Let us know what you think and how effective they are.
You can hop in and take a look at them right now. Fantastic.
I believe it made it in the CTE. I'm 90% sure.
Well, yeah, we'll double check. You can let us know, chat. All right, my friend. That wraps it up. Actually, that flew by today. That felt like 5 minutes, but that was over a half hour, man.
I never get time to hang out. I don't even know how you've been doing.
I'm sorry. I'm good, man. We're all busy. 2 month dev cycle. It's been great. It's been really good, but I'm excited for the holidays coming up for sure.
Me too, for sure. This is a pretty aggressive update, everybody.
Yeah.
As you know, we usually do our updates in like 3 to 4 months. This was 2.
Yes.
And there is not really a shortage of content here. I think it was 8. Let me just look real quick.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, it's 9 new toggleable optics.
That's
and then
a crazy
8
number.
Existing optics updated to be toggleable, and a lot of them were reworked, and we readjusted supply costs and stuff. Like, this is a pretty big update just from that.
It's pretty chunky.
Weapons and all the other stuff. Chunky is good. It's chunky as a grease gun.
There we go.
If not more.
It is thicker than a bowl of oatmeal.
It all connects. That's also a good comparison.
All right, my friend, I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna let you get back to work and close up stream here. So thanks again for hanging out, my friend. We'll do another one of these in a few weeks post release. So we'll talk to you then.
Absolutely. Thanks everybody.
All right. Bye, Mikey.
Thanks for the survey, and thank you for being a part of our community.
Thanks, bud. Bye.
Bye.
All right, stream. That is pretty much gonna wrap it up today. Please go try the CTE. Like, everyone's been asking for toggleable optics for so long. They're here. You can go play with them today. You have until Monday evening to go in, test them, test the new map, test the new guns. And I did see someone ask where they can leave feedback. We have a CTE sub forum on the Steam forums. You can just make a Reddit post. We have a survey that's actually it's linked to right within the CTE itself. Any of those avenues are great for feedback. We do read it all, and it's great. So thank you guys. We're gonna get ready for a raid here. I believe we have one ready to go. So let me bring up friend's name here. All right. So what are we gonna say? Do we have a different? I mean, get down on the ground is the classic. I don't know why you just called me farther, Hank. I don't even know what that means. Oh, chair spin. All right, we're gonna do chair spin. Raid. One moment. My dog freaks out every time I do that. Noodle freaks out every time. Intimidate. Hank, you got a wink? There you go. All right. Let's just roll with a good old fashioned get down on the ground. So let's get the raid ready. All right, friends. We're starting the raid off. So here you go. It's going. Next stream, December 8th, 2 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Please stop by. The Operation Cold Blood will be live, and we'll be playing with everybody. So stop by then. Everybody have a fantastic day. I'll see you in about 2 weeks.